I've got go Bears. I've got a really, really pretty spot in my office for that ESPY award, by the way. If you want to turn us in, I mean, I'll take it. You know, was talking to Coach Stevens. Coach Stevens busy drawing me up some good run plays for this week, playing #1 run defense. So appreciate you being here, Coach. Never a doubt in anybody's mind, was there? You know, we. Again, a lot of people have asked me, and mentioned it before the game even, about it being a trap game, looking forward, all the things that you hear about in not every sport, but particularly football when you only have 11 or 12 opportunities a year. With big homecoming game the next week, Sam Houston State, we know that rivalry. You're going down there playing a winless Northwestern team. But I beg to differ. I think our team was ready to play. I do. I think we had educated them enough all week on how good Northwestern can be and how the history of that matchup has always been tough on UCA, especially down there. And look, some things didn't bounce our way right away. The second week in a row, we throw an interception on the first possession. You can't script stuff like that. That just, that's just luck of the draw the way that's happening. I thought Braylon made a good read on the play. Just Guy made a good play on the ball. But I thought our guys were prepared. They were ready. Mentally, I think defensively. We came out and we got hit in the face real quick. And it's like I told them, particularly after the game, when you're sitting at the top of the standings, you're going to take everyone's best shot and their best schemes. And when I say that, they're going to do everything they can to trick you. They're going to motion guys out of the backfield. They're going to do different things that'll put you in a bad spot, put your eyes in a bad spot, because that's what they're going to do. And that's what our defense has gotten. When our defense gives up plays, they give up trick plays. I mean, at the end of the day, and that's what it's about. When a team sits there and tries to line up and run the ball, or line up and just throw the ball on our defense, we have success. And that's proof. Once you get relaxed in the game, you take everybody's best shot. They do a good job of relaxing and making plays. I thought they did a good job in the second half, making adjustments and really holding them to a shutout up until that last drive, and holding them to 6 points in the second half. Offensively, very frustrating night. If you take away a couple balls that just miss, I mean, Lawan Winningham had the career night, but he could have had probably 220 yards and about 11 or 12 catches with a couple more touchdowns if we just hit him. He got behind the defense again like he did out here at McNeese, and we missed him by 6 inches, and we also, he caught a touchdown pass in the end zone where he was ruled out of bounds. Tyler Hudson caught a touchdown in the pass on this side, and he was ruled out of bounds. So you look at it, you missed a field goal late in the second half. We left at least probably 17 points out there. Should have put the game away within the fourth quarter. Had a bad timing fumble, an uncharacteristic fumble in that situation. That's something we've got to continue to clean up and coach, or it'll come back to bite us. Obviously, our guys showed unbelievable poise, unbelievable fight, and there's a difference. I talk about it every Sunday night when I talk to our guys. And I've said it in here that when you play UCA football, you don't go into a game hoping to win. That's not the culture here. You go into a game expecting to win, no matter what happens. So the expectation when you're going into the halftime and you're down, the expectation when you're fighting back into the fourth quarter is the expectation to win. You expect it. You don't hope. If you hope, then it's not going to come true a lot of times. And I thought the turning point of the game was probably the onside kick. I knew we needed a spark. There in the second half, we were down 10. Going into halftime, we took it down. We got the ball first. We took it down for a field goal. Again, another drive probably should have converted to a touchdown, but Hayden Ray knocked it through the uprights to get us down 7. And now going into the second possession of the second half, we had Coach Howard did a great job on special teams scheming up a pooch onside kick based on what their kickoff return unit did. Executed to perfection. I usually don't say that like to perfection, but like they executed this play to perfection, and hey, if you didn't see it, I know some people were blacked out on the game. Hayden Ray, kick it deep. He comes up, he shifts his hips right at the last second, pooches it over for about 15 yards, trying to get it between the numbers and the sideline for Robert Rochelle to catch it in the air. And that's exactly what happened. Just a perfection on the execution of the play. Obviously, what made it even more important was we converted to 7 points, and therefore that got us into a tie ball game 4 minutes into the third quarter, and the momentum's all on our side, and we handled it from there. So big win, huge win. I don't care what anybody says. This conference is nuts. And if there's any proof to it, Sam Houston gets beat by Lamar and then they turn around and shut out Nichols. And you just this conference is it's a very evenly matched conference right now from top to bottom. Week in and week out, it doesn't matter who you're playing, you're going to have to play your best. If you don't, then you'll be exposed. So we're fortunate right now to be on the back end of our schedule. I was talking to our team a little bit about this. Steve mentioned it. 5 of your first 7 on the road. That's tough. That's a tough stretch of football, and to come out of it 5-2 and sitting tied for first at the top of the conference. I guess we're 10th in the country apparently. That's good work by our men. Our young men are really responding and they're performing to what we expect them to perform. Now, what's great is the back end of the schedule. 3 of our 5 are at home. We're 2-0 at home right now. We're the only team in the Southland Conference right now with a winning record on the road. We're 3-2. Nobody else has a winning record on the road. That bodes well as you look forward. I would assume to playoff committee stuff and all that. We can win on the road. We've proven it. So we're handling what we need to handle. Obviously, we would love to not give everybody gray hairs and heartburn, but it is what it is. We're finding a way to get it done. This week's going to be a great challenge. I'll speak real quick on Sam. Probably I've been watching them for the last day and a half. Probably I've been in this league a while. Probably one of the best defenses I've seen put together in a while. And it reminds me of when Coach Scott Stoker was the defensive coordinator at Sam Houston when they made a couple national championship runs in 2009, 10, 11 range. Their defense was pretty formidable then. They're the same way now. Very attacking style defense. A lot of transfers. Really good defensive front. They trust their corners and safeties to play man coverage, and they're good at it. They're really good at it. So, that's going to be a challenge for us on offense this week, but it's going to be one that we're going to rise to and we're excited about. Defensively, we got to continue to play solid defense. Don't let the guys get behind you. Stop the run, which we're doing. I don't think we've allowed a 100-yard rusher all year, so we've allowed teams to get over 100, but an individual guy to get over 100 yards. If we can make teams one-dimensional, sometimes that skews the passing stats a little bit. But when you attempt 55 passes, you're gonna throw a lot of some completions and get some yards. So love where our defense is sitting right now. We're sitting in pretty good shape over there, and they'll be challenged. Sam Houston will have a quarterback ready to go. I know their top guy's hurt, but they'll have a guy ready to go, and they've got, I think, the all-time leading receiver in the conference in Nathan Stewart. So he'll wear number 81 Saturday, so we'll have to be aware of him. So it'll be a big week. Obviously excited about the homecoming, excited about another opportunity to play on the stripes in front of you guys, in front of our fans, in front of our students. Because there's nothing like it. And I know our guys are tickled to get on this back end of the schedule and obviously play more home games and road games, and we'll see what happens. The work's not done. I've told them they've earned the right to be in the position to play big games. We've earned the right to be in the position. There's probably 80% of the country right now would love to be in our spot playing big games. A lot of them are just surviving. And we've got the opportunity to play another top 25 game and hopefully come out on the top end of it, and we're excited about it. So, again, a lot of great individual efforts, Steve mentioned, and, we look forward to that continuing to happen, and it's going to need to continue to happen for us to have success. So